Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of of CityState. We are playing as the oligarchy of chaotica. Our stability is dropping, so things are gonna get bad. Should copyrights and patents be enforced by government? Um, yeah, let's enforce copyright. Yeah, so the government here in Chaotica is really problematic. So why is the stability so problematic? Let's have a quick look at our demographics. So we've got public approval is kind of okay. We've got a lot of low-income people, and the growth rate is pretty high. Ooh, public approval is dropping. Um, so what do we do? Wow, that is expensive. That is crazy expensive. Don't quite know how we manage this the stability thing. Okay, so we've got zero middle income, so we've got a massive split. It's only kind of it's only a few very rich people and then a lot of low income people. This is not quite what I had in mind. So PhD in philosophy. Oh, so education is picking up a little bit. We've got a bit of hipsters. We still have some gun owners, even though guns are illegal. Oh, our beautiful women have dropped from 61 to 24%. Our smoking rate just keeps going up. Suicide is still prevalent. Not too sure how we sort out some or more of these issues. I don't want to necessarily spend more money too quickly. But what we could do is we could actually tie this in. So let's spend a bit of money to get this road through here. Is there a lot we can exploit in there? We can. So we'll just run it around there. We'll run it around the water. Okay, and give me that road, and let's do that. Let's exploit a bit of gold over here. Anything else? Let's do this one. And let's do that one. Gonna try and supplement our income a little bit with more natural resources, which we've been doing up to now, but I think we need to do a little bit more of that so we can ease the tax burden a little bit. Okay. Let's get all of these hooked up now. Got a bit of money to do so, so it's probably a good idea for us to keep going on that. That's going to be a tough one. I'm not sure we're going to get that to work. But maybe. That was pretty poor. It was pretty poor of us. So, shall we plop a plot in there and see if someone wants to live there? Pretty bad land value area, I'm thinking. Okay, so that's okay. If we drop that another percentage, wow, that's a lot. It wipes us out. It's exactly what our income is like at the moment. So let's see about exploiting some more. Let's do this one. Let's exploit the iron over there. this one too. Let's exploit that. Grab a little bit more iron. Environment is dropping because we're exploiting so much more, I think. Achievement unlocked. Not sure which one it is, but I've unlocked one. Okay, so we've got tons of mines up and running now. Let's quickly have a look at our trade. Food is still a problem. Our iron consumption is also much higher than our production at the moment, so we need to probably get a few more mines up and running. The question is where? Which area shall we mine? Let's pop a mine in there. Yeah, so that drops it a little bit off. Every single mine I add is obviously not good for the environment. So stability is slowly creeping up. The city has reached 100,000 people. I can build one of these that has a 6,000 person. It costs 80,000. 80,000? I cannot afford that. This is another Oak City. But my existing Oak City is probably not even full yet. No, it's not. People are kind of not living there. Ooh. People taking farmland for low-cost housing? Yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. So I've created these big buildings, well, allowed them to be here. Yeah, they've got occupants. But yeah, we certainly have a bit of an issue with our low income group, and we can't really get the budget to. Actually, we've got a lot of money. Maybe what we do is we exploit as much of the oil and other things as we can to ultimately allow us to. But there's only a little bit of oil over here, so really our oil patch is on this side, and that's about it for oil. So a little bit more on that side. There's a lot of gold still around that we can further exploit. So maybe what I do is I run a little bit of a road through here. Okay, there's another issue for us to discuss. Should GMOs be legalized? GMOs are legal and fully regulated, and unregulated GMOs need to. What is GMOs? Genetically modified something. Assessed and controlled by public special agency before being cultivated. Yes, GMOs are banned, but GMO imports are allowed. GMO crops and imports are prohibited. Does this cost us money? GMOs unregulated. So I'm guessing the stuff that costs us money is where we're gonna. GMOs are banned, but GMO imports are allowed. I don't know why that costs money. Used to be assessed and controlled by public agency before being cultivated. GMOs are legal. Let's just approve that. There we go. We're adding to our freedom index, our population growth on the lower income. I think I'm starting to get the hang of what affects the various things over here. But yes, oh, I wanted to build a road. Like so. So give me that road. So we can get access to a bit more of this. Okay, now let's prospect a few of these. So allow that exploitation. And another, come on, find. Ooh. Oil has been found. Let's get this one up and running. Okay. Have that one. That one should get us straight away. Any others? That's pretty good. 70% is not bad. So let's grab this one. Okay, so we've got a fair bit of oil now. And that's quite a decent income from the oil. But it's quite low compared to what taxes brings us. Okay, so food consumption is still becoming a major problem. And then iron, we need more iron. I'm gonna start exploiting these iron mines over here. Let's get some of these up and running. Those two. Let's grab this one. So the environment is definitely being a bit of an issue at the moment. Wow, look at this. Look at these slums. That's not good. Oh, is that a helicopter? I didn't even see some of this in the past. So how's our stuff happening now? So we still have no low income, and this is still very low. The high income guys. It's got 100. We've got 100,000 low income people living here. Okay, but our stability is slowly creeping up. Can we change some of the legislation? No, not really. What's our budget looking like? We get a lot of money from legislation and from a trade balance. The rest, probably need to spend more on some of these things, but I think that's kind of okay. Our environment is starting to become a problem. I'm thinking we've exploited more than what we can actually grab. Wonder if it's got anything to do with this. Can we please clear this and at least pop in a piece of cultivatable land in there? We need to. It's going to become quite problematic for us to get more farmland. More farmland is going to be required. I'm thinking we fill out this area as farmland too. So give me this big road. Oops, I'm going to have to get rid of that one first. Now grab this big road and let's start running it this way. And then this section through here can be farmland again. Okay, we need to clear some more of this. Okay, so some more farmland through here. Let's do that. I'm not sure that'll work because it's not going to have road access, but anyway, there's a bit of farmland that we're placing in there. I don't know if we can't do anything to this. This is just so much money. We're going to have to get to a point where we're going to, again, can I make these things free? This has got not a lot of people living in the ecology over there, so I don't know why, what we need to do about that. What I do, however, want to do is actually add another little cluster of high density plots in here with a bit of a park in the middle, and hopefully people will move into that instead. But yeah, these slums are crazy. What is this? 1,000 people living there. Hoping we can get some more of this built up over here. Oh, got more of them living over here now. Shall we do a bit of that, and we'll pop in a few of these plots over here. Look at that. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Now it's gonna go back and forth. Okay, there's another issue. Whoa, look at that stability. How should criminals be dealt with in the justice system? Criminals are required to reform penal. No, definitely not. This is a what? Are required to perform penal labor for their time of detention in private jails. Yeah, prisoners are all assigned to private jails. Prisoners are assigned to public jails. Prisoners are assigned to public jails. No, we're going with this one. People are protesting against criminality issues. So, where? Oh, there they are. Are they burning stuff down? Look at that. Ooh, I thought I wanted a screenshot. That's not what that is. How do we deal with that? I don't mind the protests. Go ahead, protest. But is that the end of it, or what's going to happen? Are they going to burn stuff down? Is there damages to be paid? What is the issue with the protests? See if we drop that down a little bit. Oh! They are indeed wrecking places. Okay. Well, let's pop in a new plot over there. Wreck the building over there. Well, let's try and cover that. See if that helps us sort out our massive problem with housing. Jeez, this is crazy. Traffic is also an absolute nightmare, and I've been taxing the cars crazily over here. You know what? The one thing I dislike a little bit is the fact that I can't go back and change something. So if I figure that, oh, you know, one of those things that I've selected is going to make a big difference. Like, look at this traffic. I want to go back and add the 200% tax on cars. Look at this. This is crazy. I want to get rid of these cars by taxing them, people. Oh, they just go ahead and build on the farmland? No, that's not nice. This is our farmland, guys. Farm. We're feeding you with this money. With this. We're feeding everybody with this. Don't build on that. How's this going? Wow, food is an issue. Iron is an issue. Don't think we can exploit anymore. So yeah, obviously the major population growth is an issue. Can't we tackle population growth by implementing a one-child policy or something like that? Where do I do that? I want to do that. Alcoholism is on the rise. Do we have unemployment? We've got a lot of homelessness. We've got unemployment. We've got a lot of informal settlers. Oof, we've got home inequality. Major issues. Gun owners is dropping though. At least those protests won't be as deadly. I don't know, do I just keep building? Okay, let's do this. Let me cut out of that, and we'll grab this the big road, and we'll. Ooh, people are protesting again. Better living conditions, but it's fair. It's fair living conditions. I'm trying. I'm working on it. How do I make it free though? Can't afford it being free, guys. We can't afford it being free. Okay, so now let's these settlements pop in much quicker than I can build plots. Yeah, our environment is getting pretty bad. Quality of life stability is very low. I don't know what to do about the stability issue. Shall I up that and drop this? Can I? That's pretty high. Let's drop this a few and then we'll drop that to 0. Okay. So this should be fine now. Now we're kind of breaking even. And you're paying 0% tax for the lower income groups. 0%. So you shouldn't be protesting me anymore. And we're actually getting there. So if I keep putting down plots, will this be okay? Will we be able to get you all living somewhere? So let me have a look at the census tool. Is that filled up? It's not filled up yet. I don't know how I get them into these buildings. This can even upgrade even further, I believe. Can we retrospectively upgrade? Oh, yes, we can. Okay, so all of these plots have been upgraded to high density. It's already a traffic nightmare, but hopefully with those plots on high density, ooh, and now we're starting to see a little bit of issues with the money. I'm kind of wondering, I should be able to make that up with a few exploitations. So let's prospect a few of these. See if we can't bridge that gap just a little bit. And then we'll probably have to up the taxes on our wealthy a little bit more as well. Come on. People are protesting against criminality issues. I don't really care that you're protesting. Oh, that's the one that was popped out over there. It's fine. Okay, there's another issue for us to discuss. Should we encourage the use of renewable energy? Renewable energy should count for more than 90% of the total amount of energy produced in the country, but that's going to cost us so much. 35. I can't afford it at this point. No subsidies for any type of energy. I wouldn't mind the renewables, but I can't afford it. At the moment, we're trying to solve the housing crisis and the informal settlements that's popping up everywhere. And I don't quite know how we should be dealing with that, to be honest. At least we've got a bit of income to spend. So let's... the environment is becoming a problem now. Clearly. We're exploiting this earth of ours, this city-state of ours. Really exploiting it to the max. To allow people to live for free. Solve a problem we were having. Okay, let's do this one too. Guys, oof, look at that environment going down. Look at this. Are things starting to change? What's going on? Let's have a look at our demographics. No, there's still crazy increases over there. We're just seeing more increases in high income though. Well, very slow increases. The growth rate in the low income is very high. People are protesting for lower tax rates. How? You've got a 0% tax. I don't know. I think I've messed this up. I don't know if we can sort this out anymore. Well, our budget is looking pretty good now. Legislation is giving us a fair bit of money. The criminality issue, I'm guessing. Shall we increase the funding for education a little bit? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drop healthcare and this, and we'll put up funding for education. Nice. Let's see if we can't get the education to get the people sorted out. Maybe that's what we need to do. I'm hoping we can sort these things out with education. Oh, there's the protests. At least the cars aren't hitting them. Nicely, the cars are stopping for them. Okay, so they've ripped out a plot over there. Let's put it back. Oh no, you can protest. You've got a 0% income tax over here. Which we should be looking into. Should be paying a little bit more taxes. People are protesting better living conditions. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Protest. This is getting a little bit out of hand. I don't know how I make how I grow the other levels. These guys, slow growth. There's still very high growth over here. Our population growth is extreme. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's do that. We'll make all the money, and then we'll just gonna keep bulldozing these things out of the way and keep adding more areas to live. Maybe that's what we needed to do. Maybe we just needed to add so give me a bit of road over here. Let's run that down there. What I'll do is I'll keep clearing this out, and we'll pop in some more. Yes, I know. More protests. And more plots over here. So now, if I look at this, is that reducing this growth? Not at all. The tax effect is like very low, very low. I need to tax low income people harsher, I believe. Let's try it. I don't know, what's the worst that can happen at this point? At least we'll make tons of money so we can build some of these arcologies. Stability is very low. I'm wondering if they'll overthrow us. Let's give it a bit of a shot. There we go. A nice decent 10% income tax. On the poorest of the poor. Oh my goodness. Not good, but we'll see. I just want to see what we do about this. Can we actually improve improve the situation by getting people to move to middle income and higher income. This is the growth is starting to drop a little bit over here. Unemployment is up a little bit. Homelessness, I don't quite understand. Added some more plots over here that can hopefully add a few more people's spots to live. That's okay. I don't think we need anything more than that. So let's. Yes, I know the criminality issue. I know. If you pay tax, we didn't have to do those kind of things. But now you're not too good at paying tax, so. So we'll have to do it my way. See how that goes. Quality of life is very average, it seems. We're making tons of money now. We could even look at building one of those big ecologies with a 6,000 occupants somewhere. Okay, there's an issue for us to discuss. Should the government help students with their loans? Students can only borrow money from private. Cover all university fees with public fund. Approve. There we go. There's our middle income. We should have made the tough decisions a long time ago. Are we managing to sort things out? You guys keep protesting things over here, it seems. Let's get those plots built up again. Oh, I wanted to build one of those big boys. Oh, there's another one. Let's build one of them in here. Okay, so now you've got 6,000 people that can live over there. I don't think people like living in the ecologies, to be honest. So these aren't actually being built. Only a handful of people living there. Slowly things are starting to happen there. They keep demolishing these plots. Okay, let's have a quick look at our of this. Okay, so still not growing these, and still we've got almost zero impact on the low income group. Public approval is very low. I don't know. Very difficult. So it's here where I like the democracy game a little bit better, in the sense that I can change things. If I see a bad effect, we roll something back and we change things, and as we learn, we move things around. Over here, I'm dealing with slums way too much, it seems. But okay, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. If you've got some ideas as to how we manage the situation, let me know. And yeah, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.